And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy III. I'm your host, the RPG guy. And we gotta go get those Horns of Ice back. Because some asshole decided it was in his best interest to steal our shit. And most of you know what happens when people decide to steal our shit. They get murdered! Strangely enough, there's a Chocobo Woods here for whatever reason. Probably for storage. They don't want you to have to travel too far to undo it, you know? Alright. Just get everything set up the way it should be. Probably gonna take that fire sword off of Jacktard, put the salamander sword back on for the time being. Or the serpent sword, rather, just because a lot of enemies are gonna be fire resistant, so... Strangely enough, we're not on fire! Mainly because what's-his-name turned the thing down, I guess. Turned the heat down, so to speak, so... We're gonna get a better sword while we're down here anyway, so... Like I said, I'm not too worried about the slightly less damage output as we fight an army of Adamantoys. Remember when they were regular monsters and then in Final Fantasy 15 didn't they make it like a giant fucking mountain of a monster? So lots of different paths. Uh-oh. Crocota. Took some pretty good damage in that fight, didn't we? That's why we bring potions. There's the blade in question. That's in the back row, too. They're doing that much damage. Nice. Do. Red marshmallow. And they're down. These guys again. There we go. Oh, that sucks. Boom. That's why we bought all those potions. Just saying. Yeah, the enemies are doing much more damage to us. Like, the game instantaneously caught up to us. Almost. But this boss fight's really nasty. Yay! Okay. Open sesame. Head up and around. And we head to the Fire Crystal Room. But it's not going to be that easy, I assure you. How, how, how! With the power of the Fire Crystal coursing through me, I am unstoppable. The thing is, I can't tap into the true power of these flames as long as you goodies are standing my way. Nothing personal but here. This is where you meet your maker. Let's go attack with the formidable power of the Fire Crystal. Okie dokie. So, Salamander, probably the hardest boss fight we will deal with since we started the game, because he's gonna hit pretty hard with AoE attacks and stuff. So hopefully, again, being as leveled as we are, hopefully that helps us power through this and makes this a little bit of an easier fight. That's all we can hope for. And this is the attack I hate. Yeah, see, look at that. 240. Ugh. That's enough to kill Fuckstick outright if we're not careful. And then he's down. Again, like I said, this is actually one of the harder fights, and I don't mean that to be mean or anything. It definitely is one of the harder fights, so because we were able to kind of get through that, we lucked out. So yeah. It shortens it quite nicely. Warriors delight, I bestow upon you the power of light kindled within my flames. You don't say. And if you're familiar with Final Fantasy V, you know that the crystals will give us access to new jobs. Ranger, Knife, Thief, and Scholar. And we can go ahead and abuse this now. Let's go ahead and take a knight. Optimal. All looks good. We'll leave, see, Fuckstick could be a thief, but at the same time, he wouldn't make a good one. So let's just leave him alone. We'll pick Ranger, rather. I believe it was originally Hunter, but Ranger. And no, we can go with ice arrows for now. Actually, light arrows. And this actually works in a way. We gotta level him up, though. We gotta level his job up, is really what it amounts to. And then, really, Scholar's a piece of trash job. We're not gonna bother with it. There's only really, to my knowledge, there's one boss fight that you need at least one Scholar. And that's when we're gonna deal with that, you know. But until then, we're not gonna worry about it. And one of the other things too that you have to keep in mind is we're gonna be changing jobs off and on throughout the game. So just because some characters didn't switch their jobs doesn't mean that they're gonna be doing anything different per se. It's just right now there's no need for us to worry about. Don't worry about it. All characters will change jobs throughout the game. So. Whereas, like, you've helped us. What happened? Tokul, my beloved home, had nothing left to plunder, so they're putting it to the torch. Please, you have to save us. Blah. Okay. That's clearly not a good thing. That can't be good at all. Those are safe and sound. Probably need to... Let's go ahead up and heal. Because we need to. Okay. Alright. Treasure is yours. Let me moonwalk you over to the vault, Lolly. Oh dear God, really? Loot! All kinds of goodies. Actually, we'll put that on him. It actually seems to increase his accuracy. The killer bow. Scholar hat. I think that's pretty much all we need to worry about. Elixirs, Book of Ice, Scholar's Robe, which we could use later. Water Shroom, which is kind of useful if we need it. Let's go ahead and sort. Alright, so we're all kind of geared up even further. Wait a minute, what is this? Oh, Resurrection Water. Let's go ahead and head this way. Now we need to set all the way to Tokkul here. Like I said, as Dildo levels, he should, I believe they learn Hunter's, the Ranger learns magic, I believe. But you gotta get the job levels up, which is easier said than done sometimes. Oh no. Can't move. There they are. Seize them. Take that and that. Bring them to the bring them along. Castle Hain is always in need of fresh servants. Dun dun dun. So thus we end up here. So this clearly can't be good. Free healing. And then we're under attack. Not much to this guy. Dildo's job level increased. Nice. I'm Argus, ruler of the castle north of the desert, but I can hardly call myself a king when my subjects are missing. Hein cursed my soldiers, you see, bending them to his will. Last of all, he was once my most trusted advisor, cough cougher. You're right, your majesty, I'll be fine. What matters is that you find Hein and defeat him. Leave. Okay. Oh, he died. Ew. I have to do this just for a moment. And to be fair, we're probably going to leave Dildo as a white mage for the moment. Trust me on this. So there's a reason for it as well, but I'm not going to go into the. We're in a dungeon, and we need to mainly protect ourselves here, and we need also access to healing. So I will change this later, though, because we need to get levels in Hunter, I believe, if we want to learn some of the white magic. Once we learn heal level 1, we're pretty much fine. Anywhere between 1 and level 3. that takes time, and I don't want to grind hunter levels arbitrarily. Like when we're out in the overworld, it's a good time to work on those levels. If for those of you wondering, or if we're in a dungeon where the boss isn't going to hit us that hard, we can get away with it. That would also be an optimal place. Some cash. Over here first. Nice. Royal sword. Time to die, Dullahan. Thunder me, I'll thunder you, motherfucker. That was weird. Ooh, hot, sexy snake lady. Harrr. Elixir. Okay, really quick, two things. This is the only time in the goddamn game where we're ever going to use this. Where we're ever going to use this class here. All right, let's do it. Well, really quick. No, we're good. It's Hein the Mage. This fountain of corruption, dark power is truly spectacular. You could never understand. With this power, I can move forests, control armies. I can hold the world in the palm of my hand. All those who dare oppose me will be annihilated. So, strange little fight here. Let's guard. He can attack. Now, the thing is with Hein is that he changes his weakness all the time. Right now, no weakness. But he will, I think, show one eventually here. Okay. Nah. Didn't think he'd go that quickly. Theoretically, I could just be doing this wrong, too. There we go. Now what's his weakness? Fire. Okay. Can't use an item, that's right. Okay. Guard, item. Still vulnerable to fire. I'm on fire. Oh, there's a barrier shift. So what is he now? Ice. Okay. Freezing blade. Screw this. Arrow his ass. And it does a bit more damage on average. There's a barrier shift. Okay. Bit more of a drawn out fight, huh? Probably lightning, but we don't know, so we'll go under the impression that that's the case. Won't act on it till we know. Ah, great. Vulnerable to fire. See, that's why we don't act on it till we know. I don't think we have anything for that either, other than that. You try to break him out of it. Ooh, he's down. That didn't help. Vulnerable to ice. And there he goes. And we had one of the harder fights, but we got through it, right? So, yeah. So that's a toughie. But we were able to do it, and that's what's important. There's a voice coming from the wall. Warriors, I thank you. Wait a minute. Did the wall just speak? I'm the Elder Tree. Okay, whoops. I didn't mean to double click. Thank you. The curse is now broken. I am in your debt. Before I head back to my woods, I will return the humans locked within my walls to where their roots belong. Huzzah! Thank you! Let us be off. The journey may not be smooth, but journeys seldom are. So thus we return everyone back to where they're from. We have arrived, saplings. You may alight. Let's get down. Right? Oh boy. At long last, I am back where I belong. Thank you. You saved our woods. How heroic. Darkness threatens to envelop our world. You have been chosen by the light to ensure balance is not upset. Take this with you. Use it to find your way when darkness blocks your path. We get the thing. Oh, win! Yay. Hein's atrocities wrought havoc within my roots and trunk. I fear I must refuse visitors to these woods for at least a millennium while I heal. Whereas you have my thanks. Now go and dispel the darkness of the world. You are our last hope. Okily dokily. So, two things. Let's change some jobs around. And then I still want the Mithril Rod for the intellect bonus. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's go back to Cool. I don't think there's going to be much here, however. Yeah, not really. Alright. Let's head back to the castle. So that way we can heal, which we definitely need to for free. Restore my kingdom now. You know not to praise my death. Please accept this return. It is the Wheel of Time. The device had to be constructed by the ancients. It has been in my family for generations. Take it to a man named Sid in Canaan. Oh, you already acquainted. Then I will spare my explanation. Go to him now, warriors. Not much to say, really, about that at all. Just isn't. I do believe there's nothing else for us here, so... So we need to go all the way back to Canaan. As we head now kind of back to Canaan here. Nice. And thus we are back in Canaan. Let's have a word with Sid, shall we? Well, I have the Wheel of Time. Guess what? I have the Wheel of Time. The Wheel of Time. With this, I can make you a new airship. Just a sec, I'll make the Enterprise into the finest airship of all. Back in a jiffy. Finished. When you're on the open ocean, press the confirm button to convert the ship into an airship. You can only make landing in on water, so be careful. Sorry, I couldn't remember how to get it to land on solid ground. It's already doing us a great favor in its own essence. Alright. When you really think about it. And so thus, we now have access to an airship. And now, let's see. Well, there's nothing really in the rest of the world for us to do. There just isn't. So let's see what happens when we come out here. Oh my. Wow, 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 wow. Looks like Waterworld, doesn't it? So let's see. Big old landmass there. And there's here. It's not really where we want to go yet, though. Let's keep snooping around. Oh, you know what? I'm going the wrong way. Or no, I'm not. I believe that's where we want to go, because there's this, yeah. So... Transformation Ho! And this is a great place for us to stop for right now, guys. I want to thank you for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ActorSeries for more live gaming action. Because when we come back, we have a whole new magical world to explore, and you know you don't want to miss out on that. So thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you guys next time.